Boom. Here we go.
Waste your time.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. Guys, I was hoping that before we got into things today, we could reflect a little bit on March.
March sucks, actually. Specifically this year.
Yeah, March was
It's been very unhinged.
it was pretty bad for me too, to be honest with you.
Same. Was March just everybody's bad month?
It it feels like it. I mean, to the point, right, where like we lost Beth in March.
Beth
March took
quit.
Beth from us.
Like she's not here, you know? It was it's been a month. Um it's been a month. I hope for our dear sweet patrons it was not a month. Or maybe you can relate to this, in which case I'm sorry. Personally. For you, I'm sorry. Um but otherwise, I wanted to do something this month in spite of March, right? You know, I want to do
Mhm.
something. I want to do something fun. So I was thinking we would maybe break out the Team Bouquet character sheets from their hibernation. I mean, we'll be getting back into them soon, but like before that, and I have a quest for you guys today.
Oh boy.
So for Iris and Chrysanthemum, our setting today is the Hotel Minnesota. The
Love that place.
time period is going to be a little bit nebulous, but of course, sometime before you guys got kicked out of the hotel and split the party is where we're going to find you today.
Yeah, all right.
But it's like it's a Monday, you know.
Monday.
It's
Monday.
it's a hotel Monday. What are you guys up to? Cosmo is off doing God fucking knows what.
Cosmo stuff, probably.
Cosmo's doing Cosmo stuff, and Chris and Iris have been left to their own devices. What does that look like? Paint me a picture.
I mean, Chris probably, out of just routine, he starts his day with a cup of coffee and a nice 3 hour Blamely Bly session.
Yeah. So I'm glad you said that, Chris, because that's what I needed from you.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, I figured. I
Yeah.
figured, yeah.
So on your way back from Blunken Plus Plus, you pick up who do you pick up coffee for? Is it like everyone? Do you have like
Yeah,
their orders down?
I do a little coffee run for everybody.
It's very kind of you. Um,
Oh,
you are walking towards the elevators and you do a double take. Um, there's something in the lobby that you have never seen before.
something or someone.
That is also a really good question because the answer to that is both. Um,
Oh,
you see my dog barking loudly.
nice. What's up?
Whoa.
What? No,
I
hang on.
say, what's
Wait,
up,
one
dog?
second, one
And
second.
then I
Sup,
go pet the
dog?
dog. Guys, that was a really fun adventure. I'm really glad we did this. I'll see you all later. This
Yeah,
was super fun.
we'll see you in
Yeah,
April, Mark.
have a good night. Yeah.
Ta ta. Fuck. Shit. God damn it. Oh, fucking. I'm,
April
I'm,
already, huh?
I'm smiling on
Yeah,
the outside, but I'm filled with rage at your
yeah,
actions.
no, that's fair. That's fair. You could call HR later.
Yeah, I will. But that's you, so I don't think you're going to go very hard on yourself.
No, sorry. I'm a little biased.
So, Chris, what you see is this rather large wooden bulletin board. And you know it's a bulletin board because there's a label up top written in Sharpie along the wood that says bulletin board.
Mhm.
And on it is like this single small little lined piece of paper that has been thumbtacked into the bulletin board. Now, remember I told you this was not just a what but a who situation, right?
Yes, of course, of course. It's been lingering in my mind.
Yeah. The reason for that is it certainly appears that someone is holding this bulletin board up. There are a pair of hands that are grasping it from either side, and you can see a pair of legs sticking out from under the bulletin board, but the person
Mhm.
is apparently behind it.
Chris like peeks around the bulletin board.
You you are returned with like some major side eye from this rather anxious somewhat elderly gentleman who's probably like in his late 70s.
Uh, hey, buddy, are
Uh
you are you hiding,
n-
or is this just your job?
um this is my job.
Uh, how much do they pay?
How much do they what?
How much do they pay you?
Pay me?
Yeah, you get paid when you work a job.
Well, as yeah,
Okay, all right. And he goes back to the front of the bulletin board and he says, "I hope you have a lovely day."
thank you. Take the note on the
Yeah.
bulletin board and I can stop working.
Oh, is that all you need?
Yeah, I he like pokes his head around the corner. He's like, well, yeah, since you asked, I'm not really supposed to talk to customers, but um,
Oh,
it seemed like a nice young man. My name is Ping
yeah.
Bingleton. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'm a professional holder of goods and services.
Um, okay. Um, uh,
I live in
he
the
takes a step back.
I, I live in the hotel, and when they need a holder, I come down and I hold things. But Arden doesn't like thinks it's too much clutter normally, unless there's a, you know,
They couldn't just like put the bulletin board on the wall.
no, too much clutter. So old Bing Bingleton comes and holds it. I hold other things too. Do you want a business card? And
Yeah,
he
I'll take
takes
the
he
business
takes one of
card.
the hands off the bulletin board to like rummage around in his pocket, and he drops the bulletin board on his foot, and he goes, ah, ow.
Chris like looks down and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, that's kind of how the gravity works."
He gingerly like picks it up, and just in like two little fingers sticking out around the corner, you see a business card.
Okay, he takes the business card. What does it say?
It says in crayon, it says Ping Bingleton professional holder.
What color is the crayon?
Puce.
Ew. He looks at it and he's like, "What the fuck, man? You're doing a great job, Ping. You're like genuinely, you're the best holder there is."
I wanna cut for just a moment.
Yeah.
Because you've taken more of an interest in Ping than I expected. Iris,
Yes.
you are feeling caffeine dependency coursing through your veins. You have no clue where Chris is, but he has been gone for far too long and has not returned with your coffee order yet.
Ping or
I'm
Ping. My name
taking
is
it
Ping
upon
now.
myself to find him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Chris like sends you a text message and it's just a picture of the bulletin board with legs under it, and he's like, "Come check this shit out."
Yeah,
I send
Iris.
back I send back a really aggressive series of emojis, including coffee cup and explosion and pointing finger at viewer.
Yeah, I literally don't know what that means. Just come check this shit out.
On my way.
Okay.
So Iris, you make your way down to the lobby, and it doesn't take you long to spot Chris and this strange billboard holding individual.
Yeah, Chris is just like taking pictures of this situation from like all angles. He like gets like
Um,
under the billboard and takes a picture of Ping like from the bottom of his chin.
What's all this then?
Oh, this is Ping. He's a holder.
Pro-
Say hi, Ping.
professional holder. Did you
Professional. Sorry.
did you tell him I'm a professional?
I just mentioned that. Here, you can have his card, Iris.
Oh, okay.
I don't want it. He
I
like
take it.
takes it with 2 fingers, like delicately, and is like, "Here you go."
I take it.
Oh, I have another business card if you need. Just one sec. Ah!
Yeah, Ping,
Oh,
just
no, that's
relax,
okay.
dude.
We've got this one.
Just-
We're like besties. We can share. It's okay.
Oh, no business card for you, eh?
No,
No,
I help.
I've got that one.
I
No
help Ping pick up the
problem.
sign.
Yeah, he picks up.
So
Ping,
what's
that-
the
Ping, you're overreacting, man. Come on.
It hurts. It's made of
Okay.
wood, and as you can see, I'm just wearing a pair of Crocs. There's no support.
You should get
Steel
cast
toe
iron
boots.
Crocs sometime.
Oh,
Ooh.
I can't afford cast iron Crocs. I barely work, and they don't pay me when I do.
I'll see if I can find you some someday.
Thank you, kind
Oh, also-
person.
Also, Ping said that if we take this note off the bulletin board, he can.
I
finish
take
up
the note.
job.
he he takes a second and he kind of like peers around the bulletin to identify that you have in fact taken the note. And he's like,
Mhm.
"You got to take the thumbtack too."
Oh, no, that'll be a little bit dangerous. I don't need that. That's okay.
No, my
Okay, bye, Ping.
no, wait, please,
And
no.
Chris walks away. He grabs Iris's hand and he starts walking.
My work is not done yet. As you
Somebody will get it.
Can I read the note?
yeah, it says whole. Just the word HOLE, whole, period. And then there's sort of like some scribbles underneath. And finally at the bottom it says love books page. Blunken plus plus employee of the year.
I guess we should
Ah,
go see
let's-
Book's
yeah,
page.
let's go ask.
All right, yeah, you guys head over to Blunken plus plus, and Books looks over at you, Chris, as you come in, and they're like, "Oh, fuck! I fucked something up with your order, didn't I?"
No, we're actually here about Hole. I hold
yeah,
up the
Hole?
note.
Oh,
Question.
oh my god, that worked?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I told Arden I had a problem, and Arden was like, "Just put it on a note." And I was like, "What's that gonna do?" And Arden was like, "The right person will get the note."
Yeah, I
Oh.
mean, there was just a dude holding a bulletin board in the lobby, and that's kind of hard to miss.
There was a dude holding a bulletin board in the lobby.
Yeah, he seems like
Yeah.
he enjoyed it, but also really, really hated it.
Okay, and Bulletin Man had the note.
Pinned to the front of the board. Yes.
Pinned
Yeah.
to the front of the board, yes. Did he give you my thumbtack, by the way?
that
No,
was
I think it's
yours?
on the board. Do you want it?
I got like a million thumbtacks, you know. I guess it doesn't super matter.
Yeah, and
I
like
think he said
Ping,
he would be there until someone took it. So
yeah, and, like I assume that if he just stands there, maybe he'll get overtime and finally get paid.
Yeah, I feel like someone, like fate, will guide the right person to my thumbtack, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be me. Could you imagine getting my own thumbtack back? Wow, that would be.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Crazy.
the
Hey-
hole.
hey, Paige.
Fuck, shit.
Yeah, what's up with the- with
the
Yeah, oh fuck. I can't believe I forgot about that again. Yeah, maybe you guys should just come see this for yourself. Are you like, are you trained for this type of thing?
for Blunken?
Maybe, but the note's kind of vague. So
Yeah, okay. Maybe Yeah, maybe I'll just show you. You guys do need uniforms if you're gonna come to the back, though. Is that a problem?
No.
Does this count? I turn around and then I turn back.
Well, it
Literally
is.
nothing has changed.
They look at their watch that they're not wearing, and they say, "Well, it is Casual Monday, so I think you could get away with just a visor, and I do have a couple extra visors."
Oh yes,
Yeah,
give
I'll
me a
take that.
Morgan visor. Can we actually get an extra one?
They throw 5 visors at you.
Oh,
Thanks.
perfect. Even better.
Okay, put your safety hat on, and
Chris puts 2 of them on. Just like front visor, back visor.
like a
Iris
Sherlock
also
Holmes
puts
hat.
you back on like
Yeah.
that.
Okay, looking like a real pair of Duncan detectives. You guys follow Paige into the back, where there's just a giant hole. It's
Oh,
Huh.
very clearly like in the floor itself. There's nothing inherently supernatural about this. Like as you peer down, like the floor is very clearly crumbling into the hole. You can see there's like a burst pipe that is just dumping hopefully water into the hole. Um and it is certainly like far deeper than you could clearly see down into. In terms of like diameter, you're probably looking at like 12, 13 feet across. Like this is a big hole.
hey, Books. Just real quick. I don't think this is Blosha safe.
Yeah, that's sort of why I wrote the note.
Okay.
So, like,
Um,
when did it happen?
Oh, it happened a few days ago.
Oh,
I
you
just
said
sort of like
jumping over the hole when you need to get by.
yeah, she like points up and you see that there's like a what I could only describe as like a vine attached to the ceiling like one might see in like an old platforming video game. And
Oh,
Books is like, I had an extra vine lying around, so I just sort of tied it
yeah.
to the ceiling pole. And I've been swinging across that to make the sandwiches.
Okay.
that's
Um,
that's fun.
No, it's
and have
actually
you
like
like?
really scary. Um,
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So like
yeah.
Friday, it started on Friday. Um, and I was like, wow, that is crazy. I'm sure management already knows about this and they're gonna come in here and clean it up, right? Um, and Saturday came and went, Sunday came and went, and now it's today. And like, you guys know what the worst part is?
What?
Transporting the sandwiches across the pit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I slip, right, I'm dropping the sandwich first. I'm not dropping the me first.
Uh,
But then I gotta go back and I gotta make the sandwich again.
Have you considered like just wrapping them up really good, like 2 or 3 times, and then throwing them across first?
Mm.
No, see, those are like the management ideas, and I'd love to be management, but I'm just not there emotionally right now, even though I do sort of also run this establishment, you know?
Mhm, mhm. Yeah,
And like,
no, I
hey,
get it.
Books. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
said that man, you hope that management would come in and take care of it. Like, did anybody call management?
yeah. Did anyone call management? Um, I didn't, if that's your
Yeah.
question.
And you're the only one that works here, right?
Uh, well, yeah, yeah, that's
Okay. No, that makes sense. No, I wouldn't call if I was you either. That's fair. So like, do you have like a flashlight or like a torch?
Like, yeah.
I know you just had like a
lit with an
casual
open
vine laying
flame.
around. Do you have like an actively lit flaming torch?
I don't have an actively lit one. Just one second. And
Yeah.
she grabs the vine, tugs on it for safety, and then like swings across to the other side of the restaurant.
Mhm.
It's not a restaurant, it's a Blunkin' Blownuts, but you know what I mean. The other side of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um pulls open like a drawer labeled hash browns. Um and pulls out an old-timey torch that, as you quickly discover, seems like it's already been doused in kerosene because she just takes it over to a burner and quickly ignites it. Um,
That's why the hash browns taste weird. Yeah. Okay.
and then she swings back on over and is like, "Okay, got your torch."
This
Okay.
place has everything.
Chris like takes it and then drops it in the hole.
Oh no, the torch!
Well, it's
Chris, you watch it fall and fall and fall
mhm.
until not even the torchlight is visible.
Yeah. Well, Iris, I will say we probably shouldn't jump in the hole.
Um, Books, I'm gonna recommend that you maybe stop swinging over this and maybe close the Blunkin for a few days.
I can't close the Blunkin. Where are people supposed to get their coffee? Snoop?
Snoop
Um,
literally runs a Blarbucks.
like, yeah,
Yeah, but it's
at least
gross.
until yeah, I mean, it's gonna be gross. It's from Snoop's place, and that place looks like radioactive cheese on the inside. But
Yeah.
you have approximately a 1 bajillion foot deep hole in the middle of your entire whole kitchen.
In your whole kitchen.
In your whole kitchen. When it shouldn't be a whole kitchen, it should be a small kitchen.
Yeah, I was sort of starting to think that swinging was a little dangerous. I guess I could like take the I guess I could say that we're out of food. You're really not supposed to lie to the customer like that, but I sort of feel like this might be appropriate.
Like,
Yeah.
who's gonna get you in trouble?
Yeah,
Coworkers?
you run the place. And
Management?
if management doesn't know about your whole kitchen, they're not going to know about you not serving sandwiches.
Management's crafty though, they always got
Well,
they always got an eye on
if they
things.
if they show up and they're like, "Why haven't you been serving food and also been lying to the customers about the food that we do or don't have?" You can come back here and push them in the hole.
Yeah.
On my authority.
Problem solved.
Oh my god.
Because what are they gonna do? Come out and tell you what for?
Right.
They'd have to first.
your authority, right. What is your guys's rate, by the way?
Free
Um,
Blunkin.
Okay.
or till later.
Or till later.
4 till later. Oh, you guys are those good contractors, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's sort of what's up here. Just
Mm.
got a hole.
Do you guys have like a downstairs in the Blunkin, like a basement maybe?
Do we have a basement in the Hotel Blunkin' Blownuts?
Yeah. I mean, hotels have basements, right?
Yeah, no, we do. We do have a.
Okay.
Well, it's not the hotel's basement; it's our
Okay.
basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
And that's not like he points to the hole and he's like, that's not the basement entrance, right?
no, although, and you see, Books like sticks her head into the hole.
Oh, okay.
I'm holding the
Yeah,
back of her
no.
shirt.
Yeah, it's a good thing you grab on, because she's like getting in there deep. Sticks her whole head in and is like, "Oh yeah, it does go into the basement. Now I can see it here."
Okay. Can we like maybe I don't know, take a look at the basement, see if there's
Yes.
any weird goings ons?
You do You do have to wear an apron if you go into the basement. That's store policy.
Okay. Do you have any extra aprons?
Boy, do I. How many do you
Okay.
need?
5.
She
Let's match the visor.
Each.
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 throws a total of 10 aprons.
Chris
at
makes
the two
like
of you.
body armor out of the aprons.
What
He's like-
what can you be a little bit more specific?
Yeah. He like takes one of the aprons. He like puts the neck, like the part that goes over your neck. He puts that under his chin, and then he's got the apron on the top of his head. Ties it around his neck, not too tight,
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 4 just go all around his body.
So you've got like almost like a Game of Thrones cloak
Yeah.
made out of Blunken aprons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing armor, but in a different way. It's gonna be on both my arms and both my legs, like
Yeah.
forearms and shin style.
Yeah. Sort of like wrapped
Um,
around them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then just like the 5th one is worn normally.
That's smart. I like
Smart.
that. Yeah, Paige is like, cool. I feel like one would have sufficed, but I like your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
All right, come with me.
Just showing the dedication.
And she grabs the vine and swings over the pit.
Do we also have to do that?
She calls from the other side. What's that?
Do we have to swing too? Do we have to?
Well, yeah, the basement's right over here.
Of course it is. Okay. Yeah. All right. Chris looks back at Iris and he's like, "Dude, can I go first? Is that cool?"
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right, Max. What are you gonna make me roll?
I think who the fuck is texting me? I think let's do
Damn.
strength.
Okay.
Um
Let me pull up my dice roller. Nice. Yeah, that's a success.
Okay. Chris, do you want to do anything special as you swing across?
He goes, "Woo!"
I like that.
That's and then he like kicks his legs around a little bit.
Okay. Sweet. So you land on the other side. I was debating making you do a follow-up, but I think we'll Chris is very athletic, so I think we're
He's
good there.
yeah, and he's got his armor on, so he's impervious.
Of
Even if he fell
course.
down the hole, he'd be fine.
Iris.
Well, let's just say on the off chance that someone fell in the hole.
How would that affect future storylines if
How
we
would
die
that
here,
affect
Max?
future plot?
Okay, first question. Why do you ask?
Well, just on the off case that someone gets 76 and their strength score is like a 50.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's great. That's great. So
It'd be fine.
so Iris, you make a concentrated effort and you leap to grab the vine. And as it starts swinging, you feel your grip loosen. And you start falling into the hole. Now, the momentum of your swing, you see yourself falling in slow motion towards the edge of the basement before it really falls off into nothingness. I want you to roll strength again.
Yeah, all right.
And
Hope I don't mess that one up.
and please roll well.
um, so on the off chance that that one was worse,
How much worse?
it's not a fumble, but it's not better.
Okay, Chris. You're patiently waiting for Iris to cross the gap.
Mhm.
And you see Iris fall.
Mhm.
And then you hear a yelp of pain from Iris and then falls into the pit.
Iris, no.
And we'll catch up with you in a minute there, Iris.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll probably be falling for a little while.
Books is like, oh. See, that's what I was always worried would happen if I didn't let the sandwiches fall.
Yeah. Just hey, Books. Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
does Blunken have like a workers' comp policy? Is there like workers' compensation for when you fall down a pit in the kitchen?
So the thing is, right, you guys
Yeah.
are you guys are like part-timers right now, so you actually aren't eligible for the company health insurance.
That's what we get for being contractors. Yeah.
We
Mhm.
do have a comprehensive life insurance policy. But again, sort of need to be full-time to
Mm,
get enabled with that. Part-timers do have access
yeah.
to Dr. Scholl's foot support though. Good for your little feetsies.
Oh, hey, Iris, you'll get some foot support.
Oh, here they reach into the that same
Hash
like
brown
hash
drawer
brown
again.
drawer, pull out two Dr. Scholl's foot supports and just drop them into the pit.
Chris, he kind of like smacks his lips like he's tasting. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not eating the hash browns anymore."
um Books is like, so like
Yeah. We should probably like skedaddle on down to the basement and maybe see if by the off chance Iris is hanging
yeah,
by like a rebar or something.
that's a good idea. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff they could be grabbing onto.
Yeah.
And they go up to the door, and you see there's like a little like security, like a very tiny security camera. Um
Mm.
and Books like holds up their apron in front of the camera, and you hear the door click open. Um and they're like, you're really not supposed to tailgate behind someone, so I'm just gonna close this and you just do the same and it should unlock for you. Okay, bye. And they skedaddle and close the door, which you hear click shut again.
Chris like looks up at the camera because I'm assuming it's like up,
Yeah.
you know, flips it off.
You hear a oh, and then a very sad unlock.
Waves to it, goes through.
You hear a little that wasn't very nice as the door
Yeah, all right.
locks, and you see Books, hands on hips, staring down into the pit. Is like, yeah, I I don't know about that one.
Uh, Shit. Well, I guess there's only one thing to do, and he jumps into the pit.
Oh no! You hear Books call in a horror. As you start to fall. And you know what's interesting, Chris?
Mhm.
Iris had like a probably like a 2-3 minute head start.
Mhm.
You catch up to them in no time.
I'm dense. I understand.
But yeah, Iris, you see your friend Chris hurtle down to you as a pair of foot supports sort of like falls in between you guys.
Oh, hey, here, these are for you.
Oh,
It's part of the, I guess, benefits of being a part-time worker at Blunken.
okay.
But don't eat the hash browns because these were also in the hash brown drawer.
Oh.
I think I honestly might have eaten an arch support this morning instead of a hash brown. So
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Like a full arch support.
You're
Just like a particularly big hash brown nugget. I thought it was like a throwback.
this long. It's
Yeah,
like a
there's-
size 13 foot support. And
He's like,
it's
oh, you're doing the extended versions of the old like hash browns before they switched to the circle ones.
he's like, oh wow, cool manufacturing error.
It was still like deep
Um,
fried and everything. It was just it's just absolutely massive.
Uh, But hey, Iris, you know what's really weird?
What's up?
Um, those those feet, little dudes, those feet dudes,
Hmm.
definitely they shouldn't have caught up with you. So there's something weird going on here.
You know, I think, and this is my running theory. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I think I'm falling slower now than when I first fell in, or something.
Mm. Can Chris like reach his hand out to the wall? Is there? I was assuming that there's a wall.
There sure is a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very smooth.
And is it like, are we like, as I put my hand out, can I feel like the friction from falling, or
Yes, you can. Yes.
okay? Ooh, okay, we are falling. Okay, ow.
Yeah,
Um
no, I mean, I
Um,
didn't think we like stopped. I just figured it might be slower.
I just maybe we were like suspended. I don't know. I don't know.
After, like, no exaggeration, 15 minutes of falling, you definitely notice the speed of which you are descending is indeed slowing. And also weird, it feels like it might be getting brighter.
Do we ever catch up to that torch that we dropped in here?
Yes, you do eventually catch up to the torch.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Do
Well,
you
now we have arch support and a torch. We're set.
Torch
Um,
support.
torch support. Um, so yeah, why is it he like points to the light and he's like, why is it getting brighter? Did we fall through the world?
Coming out on the other side of the planet,
Yeah, we're gonna
for
be
sure.
like Australia or something, I don't know.
the light brightens ever more as you see below you there is green. There is a bright green field. It is covered in
Mm.
trees and, well, maybe not trees, but tree like plants. They're sort of gnarled and twisted. But, and you also see these white wisps. And if you grab the torch, you might have noticed some of them on your way down, but they're like everywhere and they're getting bigger. Your fall descends to the point that as you hit the ground, it's sort of like a little bump on your tuchus or your legs or whatever. There's a bit of a jolt, um,
Mhm.
but you're not smushed. You're not disintegrated, instantly vaporized by the impact on the ground, which is nice.
Um, I feel like we should have dead.
Well, I'm glad we didn't.
Yeah, no, yeah, same, but like, uh,
What a morning.
oh, our coffee, our coffee, it's
Don't
still up
worry.
there.
We'll go back for it, I think. Maybe we can
We're,
call books in the Blunken. Just throw them down to
oh, that's
us.
so smart.
Do you
Hold on,
do
we gotta
that?
figure out where we are first.
All right, yeah, all
I
right.
guess we figure out where we are first, yeah.
You guys certainly have your priorities in order, it seems. Um actually, and around you are, are a fair number of Blunken Blownuts sandwiches.
I don't trust the food
I'm
here
picking
anymore.
one of those up and I'm eating it. I don't care.
Is there a fucking arch support in the middle of it?
Maybe.
Can you roll for arch support?
Yeah, I can.
Just let me know what number you get.
51, which still wouldn't have passed my strength roll, by the way. These dice aren't with me today.
You
Damn,
know,
your teeth crumble when you bite into that sandwich.
yeah, it's all arch support. It's and in fact, as you like pull it back, you realize that it's just an arch support between like two English muffins.
Ew.
Hmm. Can I open some of the other ones?
Yeah, there's like a 50-50 chance that it's like a normal bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. versus Dr. Scholl's foot supports.
I rolled a 15, a 55, and an 82,
Yeah.
and a
So
58.
yeah, I mean, literally, like, you're just peeling sandwiches. Half of them are foot support. Half of them is normal bacon, egg, and cheese.
I don't think Books knows how to make food anymore, actually.
Anymore? I don't think there was in any ever.
Well, like when we first started the game, I think the food was okay.
Yeah, until they introduced the benefits package for Dr. Scholl's. And then it all went downhill.
Man.
But yeah, okay. So fucking ew, don't eat that sandwich first off. It's just, you don't know how long it's been down here.
Well, I haven't had breakfast yet, so
Okay, well, all right. And also, where the fuck? Where are we?
let me take a gander at this place that we got here.
Yeah. So you're in a bit of a clearing. If you look up above you, not too far, maybe 20, 30 feet, is a rock ceiling. And there's the hole you fell down, just chilling out up there. It's perfectly circular from here. And you can see that like those little wisps of white are sort of like dancing around the edge of it. And around you, outside of this little clearing, are again those sort of gnarled tree-like plants. Can you roll spot hidden for me?
Yeah. Hope that's enough. I passed that.
Okay. You see a crouched figure just off in the gnarled tree line, hidden behind like a little prickly looking bush. They're not hidden super great.
I nudge Chris and I say, there's like a little creature guy over there. I don't know if we should just like start screaming at him or
Hold
maybe
on.
take it easy.
Can I see one of those sandwiches that you're not going to eat?
Yeah, I hand him one of the like 6 sandwiches that I'm now carrying around.
Chris throws it at this being.
Okay.
It's fucking lobs this foot support at him.
Can you roll throw for me?
Yeah. That is surprisingly a success.
That's great. Your shot goes clear over the bush and perfectly clocks the figure in the head, who goes, hello?
Hello?
Are you? We we didn't hear anything that you said before. Hello.
It was basically like a gurgle is the best way I can describe it to you. That Discord very politely spared your ears from, but not the dear sweet listeners.
Nice.
Yeah, sort of like a gargle. The figure like still sort of hunched over pokes their head out, and you see a woman in like probably her mid to late 40s. She is wrapped in aprons, in Blunken
Oh.
Blownuts aprons. And
Hello?
she sort of like raises her arms and like hobbles over. And you can catch a glimpse that under the sort of apron layer is a layer of Dr. Scholl's foot supports that have been tied like armor with more aprons.
Hey.
You know, that's actually kind of genius.
Yeah, that's really smart. Hi. I'm Chris. This is Iris.
Oh, you
we were.
you speak English.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you?
No, I don't.
All right.
I'm
There's no
familiar
need
with
to
the
be
concept.
rude.
I'm in this bottomless fucking pit. I know the concept of English, but I don't speak it.
We could just like leave you here. We could
No,
just turn
please,
our
please
backs
don't,
and
please
walk.
don't, please don't, please don't, please don't leave.
Yeah, so don't get an
Oh,
attitude. But
oh,
also like, how long? Who are you, and how long have you been down here?
oh, my name is.
Samantha Rebecca Nee?
I was gonna say Martha Stewart. Just give me one.
That's so much better.
Give me 1 second. 'Cause
No, I
I'm
think it
not-
has to be. It
I-
has to be Stuart Martha. I think.
wait. What do you guys think about Marty Stewart?
Yeah, I like Marty Stewart.
Stew.
My name is Marty Stew. Oh, what
So
year?
sad.
What year is it?
What year? What year was
30.
it when you fell in here?
Oh, it was 2006.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
What were you, like 10 when you fell down here?
Wait a second. Let me do some quick mental math with my definitely not calculator. Okay. Hang on 1 second.
Yeah. She like pulls out her phone. She's
Yeah.
like, "Hold on, let me do some
fully
math."
charged, perfectly functional phone from the early 2000s. Doesn't have Blola on it.
It's like a Blokia brick, so it just never fucking
Yeah.
died. It was like, oh, I was 20 when I found the pit.
Oh,
Where was it?
It was in the basement of plus of Blunken plus.
well,
Oh,
You know, we have I don't know if the layout's changed, but like you had the main restaurant and the kitchen, and then you had the basement with the apron security door.
yeah.
oh,
And
that's
then,
why we needed those.
and then you had that's right, Iris, you weren't there for that. And then you have the basement plus that needs Dr. Schultz foot supports to activate and get down. I was sent down there to pick up some hash browns from the freezer because it's a freezer in basement plus. And then I found the hole.
Oh.
Well,
Well, where the hole made its way up to the regular Blunken.
Oh, shoot. I was hoping management would take care of it. I guess they just didn't.
Did you?
did
ever
they have
call
you write a
management?
note?
Did I call man? No, it's management, you know? They just
Did you
There's
write a note? Perhaps that said hole.
no, because I fell in the hole.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, man,
Marty.
they're
Oh,
probably all
Marty.
worried sick about me. I bet they got missing persons posters everywhere for old Marty Stew.
No,
Marty, I got some terrible news for you. It's the year 2033, and they
Oh.
just hired a new employee to take your place. I think.
Oh, it's 2033.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my mental math. Well, I guess I should show you the fort, shouldn't I? Come on. What are your
The what?
names?
I'm Chrysanthemum.
I'm Iris.
Must be some future speak names.
No, it's just,
they're
I think it's just flowers.
They're just flowers that have existed for a really long time.
She like looks up towards the hole and she's like, flowers. I remember flowers.
I remember flowers.
And she just sort of like takes off through the brush, and she's using like her Dr. Scholl's foot supports. This episode isn't sponsored by Dr. Scholl's foot supports, by the way. I just happen to have a pair here. I need to install in some shoes for a work trip I have coming up.
You keep pulling it up like it's a sponsored ad.
Here's the product placement for the Dr. Scholl's foot supports.
Look, I got the.
Ugh.
I got the case here too, but it's empty. I'm taking the Dr. Scholl's out of the case. I just haven't put him in the shoe yet. Anyway, she's using her Dr. Scholl's foot supports to like cut through the briars just by like kicking her arms and flailing her little arms around.
Um, yeah, okay. Sure.
I lean into Chris. Do you think we should maybe call Arden and like ask if he's got a really long ladder or something?
Yeah, you hold on. You call Arden. Let me call Books really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm calling Arden.
All right, you hear Hotel Minnesota lobby. This is Arden speaking.
Hi, Arden. It's Iris.
Oh, ho, ho! Hey there, Iris. Wow, I feel like I just saw you this morning. How's it going?
You did. Me and Chris, funny you should mention it. We picked up the note off the bulletin board.
Oh, you
Um,
met old Ping. That's funny. Ping, what are you still doing over there? Your bulletin's been taken. Oh, okay. I guess someone didn't take the thumbtack when they spoke to Ping, huh?
that's my bad. I thought that maybe the thumbtack went with the board, so I left it, and then we figured we'd grab it later when Books told us it wasn't.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very much like a BYOT type of deal.
Yeah, bring your own tack.
Yeah, bring your own tech.
So funny thing about that, right? We were gonna come back and get the tack. However, we've run into a silly little situation dealing with the subject of the note, which was Hull.
Uh-huh.
There's a gaping chasmic sinkhole in the Blunken Plus Plus that I guess used to only be in the basement plus plus, but is now in the main floor of the plus plus.
Oh. Oh, you're talking about the garbage disposal land, aren't you?
Is that what this is? 'Cause we're in it.
Oh, you fell all the way down there, did you?
Yeah, well, Book's solution was to tie a vine to the ceiling over the pit, and it was about 14 feet wide, and my arms are not the strongest, so I kind of fell in the hole and then bounced off of the basement and then fell into the hole all the way.
Oh. Did 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 Books put a phone call into management about this? That's
Well, Books said, so, it's anyone's guess. I'm not even sure there's a management team that exists for this Blunken.
oh man, I never even really thought about that. So shoot, you guys fell down there, huh? You and Chris are down there?
Yeah. And also someone else who fell in I turned to Chris. What did she say? Like 2008?
2006.
2006. She fell down here in like 2006. Marty Stews.
Marty's still down there?
Yeah. Marty's
Oh
kind of
my
scary.
God, I thought Marty quit. What do you mean Marty's been in
No.
the pit for over 20 years?
Marty's been in the pit for over 20 years and has built armor out of Blunken aprons and Dr. Scholl's arch supports.
What the fuck, Iris?
So I was just curious if you had maybe like a long rope or maybe a ladder that's also really long.
You don't need that. I'll just come down and get you guys. I'll be there in a
Oh.
few minutes, okay?
Okay. That
Hey,
sounds good. Thanks, Arden.
go get Marty.
Okay. Hang up.
Chris, you're calling Books?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Books.
Okay. Yeah, you hear. Thank you for calling Blanket Bonus. This is Books Page speaking. How can I help you today?
Hey,
There's no
Books
bodies in the
Page, this
basement.
yeah, actually, there's 3 in the hole.
How do you know that?
Books, it's me, Chris.
Oh, you survived?
Yeah.
Oh. Whew.
I mean, I wasn't just gonna jump down and die. That's not my style.
That is a major relief. Oh my god, how many bones did you break, dude?
Actually, it's really funny. We didn't break any. It was
Oh my
actually
god.
like a very
This
soft fall.
this is why you guys are the professionals. I I
Yeah,
I knew. I knew.
yeah. Well, hey, books, listen. Two things. First, hold on one second. He like puts his hand over the mouthpiece of the phone,
Yeah.
and he moves over to Iris, and he's like, what did Arden say?
Oh, he's gonna come get us, and also that we should get Marty because they didn't realize that Marty was down here still,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sounds about
or
right.
I guess at all.
Yeah. Um, did Arden say how they would be coming down here? Because I was just gonna tell Books to just throw a bunch of newspaper over the hole and forget about it.
Uh, oh, well, I mean, there was that one time that Arden and I were in a different dimension very briefly together, and they flew. So I assume maybe something like that.
Okay. All right. So I won't tell Books to cover it up just yet. Okay. Hey, Books, it's me. It's Chris, one of the bodies in the basement.
Yeah.
Listen, could you do could you do me a favor?
Yeah, yeah,
Could you just like you know that coffee order I left upstairs?
yeah.
Can you just like dump that down? Don't dump it. Just like drop it down the hole.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want the hash browns too?
Yes. I'll give them to Marty.
Okay. And you hear do 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 do. That was me making that
Nice.
noise. But I did drop it. Oh, hey Arden.
All right.
Hey Arden's here. I gotta go.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Uh, so hey, Books is gonna drop our stuff down. Hopefully we get that before Arden gets here. Otherwise, no coffee. And also, are we going back to the hole?
Yeah, we just have to
Okay.
grab Marty.
Okay. Hey, Marty. Hey, Marty.
You hear a come on in, I've cleared some space for you.
Marty, come here for a second.
You guys don't want the tour?
No, come here for a
No,
second.
we do. We just need to tell you something.
Okay. And she comes back over. She's like covered in those white wisps and she's like shaking them off and she's like, get off that rat bastards. What's up?
Is that just I have to ask, is because they said I didn't hear this, but I know. I just know
Yeah.
because this is a trash pit. Is that mold everywhere?
Oh, the
Are the-
little ghosty fellas?
oh, are they like little when you said okay, okay, no. So it's like little beings.
Yeah, they eat garbage. They eat whatever falls through the holes. There's a whole network of them. I think everything in the Hotel Minnesota has a hole.
Just like people.
What does that mean?
So I've had to dress myself in layers to make sure that the little wisps never get to my tender human flesh.
Are there any gnawing on
Marty,
Chris's legs right now?
Yeah, there's a few.
Jesus Christ.
You like kick them off, they just go
Yeah.
sputtering off into the wind.
Okay.
And Marty's like, so what's up?
Marty, I called Arden. They're gonna come get us.
You called Arden,
Yeah,
the hotel receptionist?
yeah.
Arden's still there?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I could have called Arden this whole time?
But you didn't call anybody?
No,
Maybe?
I thought they'd put up the missing posters and conduct an investigation.
Marty, if you fell down like a ravine while you were hiking and broke both of your legs, but you like had a phone to call for help, would you just like wait there?
Well, I don't know, because I didn't fall into a ravine and break both my legs. I fell into an endless pit and ended up in the trash dimension, and both my legs were fine, weren't they?
And
They
so is your
were, but why
phone.
didn't you call for help? Girl, come here. We're leaving.
Yeah, so after really what feels like just a few minutes, Arden descends covered in coffee and hash browns.
Oh no.
Coffee, Arden, what did you do?
And Arden lands very gracefully and is like, who dumped coffee in the trash chute? You know,
Good books.
gravity don't work the same way in the trash chute. It sort of stabilizes after a certain point, and things have a habit of catching up with each other.
Well,
Yeah.
since the hole's in the Blunken Plus Plus basement and kitchen, probably books.
I'm gonna have some words with that girl.
Oh, well, okay, Arden, to be fair, I did ask her to do that, so, like, don't blame her.
Oh. Well, I hope you guys like coffee arm and coffee leg, because that's what you're gonna be grabbing onto here.
That's okay.
And they look over and they're like, "Oh, hey, it's it's Marty." Wow, good find, guys. That was good. Yeah, Marty's
Yeah, we
like,
found Marty.
Marty's like, you could have come down here the whole time. Arden's like, well, yeah, but it's the trash dimension. You think I'm just gonna make regular trips down here? I mean, wow, I'm surprised you survived all this time without getting eaten. It's pretty good. Well, don't be shy. Grab a limb, everyone.
I'm locking arms with this guy.
Yeah, Chris grabs the other arm, and he also licks some coffee off of it.
Yeah, it's your coffee, Chris. You can taste it.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
Marty kind of like sighs, knowing that she has to grab the legs, and just kind of like crouches on the ground and firmly grips Arden by an ankle. And Arden's like, "Toot toot, here we go!" And starts
Oh.
like levitating ever so gently into the air, lifting you back up and up and up and up and up until eventually you are safely deposited back in the regular basement of Blunken Plus Plus. And Books looks at all of you and is like, "Oh my god, you're not dead, thank God."
No.
I told you, we're professionals.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, thank God. Oh, hey, you found me a new part-timer.
This is Marty. She has experience in Blunken already.
I what? And Books is like, "Oh my god, finally I can get a vacation." Jesus,
Oh
it's
no.
been like years. Well, if you look like you already know the place, so yeah, have fun. Oh, do need you to file a report to management about the hole. And then she just jumps in the pit.
Oh,
What? Oh.
Book said, I'm taking a vacation until they fix this fucking hole.
And
Hey,
Arden,
what's gonna happen if they cover the hole with books still in there?
Arden's like, don't worry, I'll go get him.
Okay.
And they look at Marty and say, I do need you to file a report with management, though. This is serious. This is a major violation of hotel property. You know, we own the square footage. You can't just have a giant fucking hole in the restaurant. Okay,
That's
well,
true, Marty. What were you thinking?
Marty's like, wait, what? And Arden floats through the rest of the hole and just sort of like levitates away towards the lobby.
Hi, Arden. Thanks. Thank you, Arden.
Bye,
Yeah,
Arden.
no problem. And
I like that guy.
Wait, what did Arden say?
I like that guy.
I thought he said, or I thought they said, I hate that guy.
Hate that guy.
Fucking hate
Mortal
that
enemy.
guy.
No, he's my bestie.
And I think that's where we're gonna wrap things up for the day.
Beautiful.
I hope you guys had fun. I hope this was a refreshing end to March.
Yeah,
We
a nice lighthearted end to March.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Fuck March.
Yeah, fuck
Also,
March.
fuck March. Me and
Yeah.
my homies hate March.
We all hate March.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to do a post credit scene?
Yeah, if we can.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I stopped the recording, but I just started it
Oh,
again.
my bad.
No,
My
we're
bad,
good.
my
We're
bad.
good.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So post credit scene, you know, the credits rolled,
Yeah.
and then it like pans up from behind the coffee bar counter, and like it's the silhouette of Marty, and then Chris is in front of Marty on the other side, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need 3, 4, 6 more coffees."
And a single tear rolls down Marty's cheek. And then as the post credits, just real quick, since we're wrapping up the cinematic universe, the Blunken plus cinematic universe. It's night at the Hotel Minnesota. Arden is like wearing a pair of headphones, and is humming a little tune with a bucket and a mop, mopping the lobby. It's the lights are all dimmed. There's really no one around. Maybe like there's the sound of one or two people laughing in Snoop's restaurant. But the camera pans over to Ping Bingleton, still holding his bulletin board
What?
with that single thumbtack in it, and the camera pans behind where Ping is like, oh,
We forgot
it's
to
just
get
like
the pin.
groaning for hours on end. It's a 3-hour post credit scene, and it's just Ping Bingleton groaning.
That's the setup for the next villain.
That is the setup for Ping Bingleton's villain arc. Yeah.